Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the newest episode of Heavy Metal Music Theory. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Iron Maiden song Phantom of the Opera from the perspective of the bass. We're going to be taking a look at Steve Harris's parts. We're going to go part by part. I'm going to play it, and then we're going to talk about it, all right? See you on the other side. All right, guys, let's check out the introduction to Phantom of the Opera. We're going to do this kind of mixed. I'm going to play and discuss as we go. So the intro, we're in standard E, right? We're in the key of E minor for the most part here with some random intervals that aren't part of the key, but that's heavy metal for you. Here's our intro. All right. Very unique vibe. You have the hammer-ons, you have the triplet figure and the rhythm. You got this really cool choice of notes. It's all part of the key of E minor. We got F sharps, we got G's, A's, C's. Coming out of that really cool intro, we're going to come up with this really fast triplet rhythm, continuing in the key of E minor, at least using the notes of E minor. We have B, C, D, E, G, A, B, D, and E, outlining your E minor scale. And the rhythm, pre-verse, this is where stuff kind of gets thematic, all right? So Steve Harris is doing this minor third interval from E. He does E to G, which is a minor third interval with a triplet rhythm. Triplet rhythm. Then he's going to move it up to the 9th and 12th frets, which keeps with the minor third interval, but it just moves it to a different note in the scale. It's going to go from the G to, the F sharp to the A. F sharp being the second note of the scale, the A being the fourth. And then the last version of this, he moves it up to 10 and 13. Now 13 is an A sharp B flat, all right? There is no A sharp or B flat in the key of E minor, but it is the tritone, so happy heavy metal tritone for you, all right, guys? That section, we'll just give you a quick little run through. There's your tritone. Then you got that cool little tail at the end of that section. All right. To the chorus. Now the chorus is probably one of the more standard Steve Harris parts, where we're doing a root on E and we're throwing in the fifth and the octave. In this case, the octave is coming first. We're doing E to E and then the fifth on B, and the rhythm is straight eighth notes for the most part, played quick. Forgive me for my slow speed. Then from there, we're going to drop down to the 5th fret and then the 3rd fret. So that represents an E to a D to a C in the key of E minor. So all together. And there you have the chorus. Solo. The solo part. Not going to do that justice, but we're basically outlining a C to a B to an A to a D to an E, a bunch of E's. We have an F, which is cool because the F is the flat 2, right? So again, metal is all about breaking the rules. You're loosely rooted in the key of E minor. There's plenty of F sharps in this riff, in this song, but now we're throwing in an F natural, which is a flat 2, which doesn't exist, but it's got a unique vibe to it, right? It works. The solo was probably written in a slightly different key, maybe a mode. Not going to bother analyzing an Iron Maiden solo. I don't have all day. Amazing stuff. The interlude So that's an E to a D to a C. All right. So the interlude is this really fast eighth note triplet part where we're doing that pattern. It's the same interval pattern from 3 different locations, those locations being E, D, and C. Again, outlining that classic 1-7-6 chord progression in the key of E minor. I think we're pretty much going to call it E minor, standard tuning. The highlights of this riff are the speed, the feel. There's a lot of triplet figures in this thing. There's a lot of hammer-ons. There's a lot of minor thirds. All right, this is one hell of a track. I don't care who's singing over this track, whether it's Bruce or Paul. This song on its own is killer. It's probably the best song off the debut album from Iron Maiden from back in 1980. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. If you like what you see, goddamn, if you're still here, you must like what you see. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.